And then did a little bit of work on these are brake levers for the thing. The 55 I think had this one on there. It's steel and it's chrome plated. So I've had it re-chromed and it looks fine, no problem with that. These were aluminum and they were pretty mangled up, and I think these came from the newer model bikes. The old 55 it had steel and the newer ones had this aluminum one. So I've got a couple of those here, and all I did with those is try to bend them back and get them as straight as I could to the way I think they're supposed to be. I may end up having to bend them some more when I assemble this thing, but I think that's the way they're supposed to be. There's a rubber thing that'll slide on here, but this is the brake pedal, actuates the brake pedal, and I just took them out and buffed them up, and that was all I did to them because they're aluminum. To straighten them, they were really tough stuff, whatever it is, but I think it's this one. This is the one I was straightening on. This was all mangled up on the end. This was bent into a horrible shape, and I found that I can heat the aluminum to bend it, but you can't really tell what temperature you got. You know, if it was a piece of steel, you'd see it glowing red or blue, and you can tell about how hot you're getting it. This thing here, you can't, because it's aluminum, because what will happen is when it gets hot enough, it's just going to melt and disappear on you like an ice cube. So I just keep heating it and put a little pressure on it until it started to move, and then was able to bend it real easy. But you had to heat it to a certain temperature. Now I don't know if that'll ruin the aluminum or not. It still seems pretty tough. I don't think it's going to bend too easy. So I think they're okay, and I don't think I hurt them any. So then I just buffed them up with a buffing wheel, and that's all there was to that. I guess I should show the buffing wheel thing I made. I should show you that yet. This is the gizmo that I made for buffing up parts here. It's out in the garage because it does make a lot of, like lint and dust. It's kind of like a clothes dryer as far as the cloth coming off these buffing wheels. They're made out of sewn cloth here. But just put an old washing machine motor on a board. I got a rod that goes up there to the ceiling or on the side of the wall there that holds this thing, and of course then when I unhook it here, because it's on hinges, it'll swing down out of the way. But this is what I used to buff it with, and this right here is Triple-E, which you put on the wheel. You load the wheel. When it's spinning with some of this stuff, it'll rub some of that off on that wheel, and then it'll cut the aluminum and it'll polish things up. You'd be surprised what it'll do. But always with aluminum, it's going to turn back. It's never going to stay real shiny or anything for a long period of time, because it starts to oxidize right away. So anyways, that's the buffing deal.